Okay, Cruiseroy, that's me. Today it's about 49 degrees, and I got two drones here. I'm gonna do a comparison. I know they're not even close, but we're gonna give it a try. It's awfully cold today. I got my cheap sunglasses cameras on that people have been talking about. They weren't actually cheap, but what we have here is the UpAir 1. Let me slide that over. We got the UpAir 1, and right here is the DJI Phantom 4. Alright. The two, right off the bat, we have an FPV system running on an APM Arduino board. This is DJI. They used to use the NASA software. They have something different now. They don't really like particularly talking about it. But it's not FPV. You need your phone to run it with an app, which now, from what I understand, the UpAir version 2, or UpAir 1 version 2, the True 2, is going to be Wi-Fi operated as well. As for the APM board, I think they're going to keep it. One of the issues with that is the UpAir has no way of calibrating or anything, so maybe in their software now you'll be able to calibrate just like you can with the DJI Phantom 4. Phantom 4 has already been in this yard and further beyond these trees, and so I don't really need to calibrate it today, so I'm not going to go through all of that. But what I'd like to do is, the DJI has active track. I want to see if I can just put it in the air here and then put the UpAir in, see if there's any digital confusion between the two, because Wi-Fi and FPV signals, 5.8 gigs, it can have an effect over drones. You have to watch that. So I'm just here by myself. There's nobody else. I'm going to be flying both of them, so if the UpAir hits a shed or the Phantom 4 hits that tree, oh well, but that's the way it runs. But anyway, let me get set up here. The Phantom 4, nice camera lock. Set it down. She's already got a battery in her. Let me pull out the controller. Everybody's complaining about the beer cooler case here, but it seems to work and keep everything tight. Like I said, this does not run off of FPV. It's running off of Wi-Fi. It's actually a cold day. Like I said, 49 degrees, and a lot of folks are worried about their drones and how the batteries react and everything in the cold. Oops, sorry. Let's try not to be stupid today. But what's cool about it, I played with it last week, is the active track. How the Phantom 4 can actually follow you or follow whatever you ask it to follow. So I need the propellers, and there they are. Let me just pick some silver with grass clippings on it. I bought this as a crashed unit, so that's why there's grass clippings on it, and I put it together. So I'm going to use the better of the props to make sure they're balanced, because I haven't had time between work and everything else to check the balancing of the props. So what I'm going to do is take the better ones out. And there's the spares. Alright. What's neat about this guy is push and twist. That's it. There's been a few videos on the UpAir now. We're having a little issue. People aren't tightening their props. And if you lose one prop, these guys can't fly. They're not tricopters. Even the Phantom 4 can't fly with 3 blades. It can fly with 3 blades and one almost tore up because you hit a tree. But it's very hard for these to fly with 3 props. So this is probably going to be a pretty long video. Try to do what I can here. Don't need everything in the way. So this is your Phantom 4 all set up. Cameras on it, but everything works. The camera works off of Wi-Fi, and the drone itself is 5.8 gigahertz. Same thing with the UpAir. We use this as a table. All right, it doesn't come with a camera lock. This is my camera lock. All right, this is the 2K version, and I brought it because the only mod I have in here is the USB mod. But pretty much this one's stock, with the stock VTX and everything. We're going to see how it does in the cool weather, but after about 5 minutes, I lose my screen because this goes dead. Because they took a VTX, they shoved it in aluminum without vents. This thing overheats, and then it pisses the heat right through these vents into the drone, creating this cavity to get very, very hot, and also creating your motherboard to get hot. And we all know, if anybody knows about computers at all, the hotter things get, the worse they work. So I'm going to take my unmodded battery. I don't want any mods on this. Look for my propellers. Of course, the only thing I am using is DJI props. I do not like UpAir's props. I use DJI props. They fit, as long as you spin them the right way. Now, when you spin your props on, you know, they tell you just do that and you're good, you know, because the motors are spinning in the direction that they tighten while flying. Well, great big myth. Teach you a little secret. I've been flying for a while, and I think I've crashed more than anybody I know, unfortunately. If you're doing some dilly-dallying, cutting, stopping, going fast, and you come to a dead stop and yaw quick, the motors are readjusting themselves, and boom, that can just happen. And now you get back going, this guy comes off, and away you go. All right, and back to the point is that these guys cannot fly with 3 props. It's a nice windy day. I don't know how Mr. UpAir is going to do. I have 2 of them. It's not that I don't like them. It's not a like or dislike. Some days it has a very good day. It flies fabulous. But always stay close. I tell people, don't buy, it doesn't matter what drone you buy, don't buy this drone and go, I want to go fly to that lake that's 3.5 miles that way. Don't do it. Because it's not going to happen. And 3.5 miles away is a long walk in the woods to go pick up your drone. Okay? Now, UpAir, 2 antennas, like the Phantom 4. Alright. I wonder if the battery's hooked up. I usually do that when I store it. Disconnect the battery. It's always that just in case factor. Just in case factor. Just disconnect it. Doesn't put any drain on anything, just in case. Your battery will stay up. Check your connections on any of these. Both switches up. Check controls. Antennas at a slight angle. You can put this cord over. It's awfully cold. What I just noticed is this wire is real stiff. Alright. Do I want to add the extra weight? This is a mod. UpAir doesn't do this, which they should. They should kind of give you, I mean, these ain't too bad on the price. It's like $4. Gives you a little screen. Alright. So, let me close this bag up. Put the little top on it. Okay, UpAir. Phantom 4. Alright. So, I'm going to place them on the ground. Trick is, don't start it up here. Walk it out there. Fly it away. And go, oh my God, where am I? Hit return to home. And it's going to land over there. Sorry, it's going to land right here. And 90% of the time, this thing's within 3 to 5 feet off. It's going to do that, and you're going to be in trouble. Alright, so, today, like I said, no one's here but me. We're going to fly 2 of these. The first one I'm going to do is the Phantom 4. And if you can see the controllers, the Phantom 4 looks like a smaller, cheaper version of the UpAir, but this thing, very, very nicely built.